Welcome back. It's hard to get back to work after the holidays for all of us. And amid the so-called quiet quitting trend, which is so dumb, billionaire and Home Depot co-founder Bernie Marcus is blasting socialism, rightly so, for making things worse because socialism sucks. He says the movement has all but killed the American work ethic. He tells the Financial Times, quote, "I'm worried about capitalism. Capitalism is the basis of Home Depot, and millions of people have earned this success and had success. Thanks to socialism, nobody works, nobody gives a damn. Just give it to me. Send me money. I don't want to work. I'm too lazy. I'm too fat. I'm too stupid." End quote.
I want to talk about the Home Depot founder on Fox News and calling American workers lazy. To hell with you, man. Look in your bank account. A lot of workers help put that money there.
But that's a great question. And my question for Bernie Marcus is, will you marry me? I know.
He's only 90 years old.
93.
Yeah, 93.
That's made in heaven.
But Amy, do these words ring true, or is he being a curmudgeon?
I do think that might be the truth in some situations because people don't feel like they have to work anymore because they could get everything else for free from the government, or they're getting paid better to go on the welfare system. Plus, if you have a lot of likes on social media, your value's up anyway, right?
Well, not necessarily. I mean, I think there is something to this because quiet quitting is a real thing. A lot of people go on TikTok and they look for trends like how to stand up for themselves, work-life balance, which is has a very different definition now than it did before the pandemic. And, you know, he's saying the quiet part out loud because he can. He's got $5 billion.
Lazy, they don't want to work, they have no work ethic. How absurd. You people don't want to pay them properly. Why would somebody want to break their back moving lumber all day? Do you have any idea what wood weighs? For $7 an hour, because in Texas, that's what they have to do. My God, Home Depot sells bricks and cans of paint. Have you ever spent all day loading cans of paint?
And the people who are trying to make it in the world don't want to work hard anymore.
That's right. And I think, to your point, people are also, I think vocationally, that spectrum has broadened where these kids look at TikTok and say, oh, I'm going to become an influencer. So all of a sudden, their goals are now to have these sort of cheap dopamine hits and the get rich quick aspect that social media has afforded them and afforded kids in some ways for frankly doing nothing. So you're not saying, oh, I want to be an XYZ and I will put in the hours and time needed to develop that. It's like, if I just keep at it on my phone, eventually I'll make it big and I can do whatever I want and have the.
On top of that, you know, people were paid to not work during the pandemic. There's a large swath of people who would love to continue that trend, but with the looming recession, they will not have that luxury. So now big firms are outsourcing some of their labor to places like India and even Canada.
Might be a good idea to pay them $15 an hour. Don't call them lazy. Offer a proper wage. And then if they don't want to work, you can call them lazy. Until then, you're just a piece of shit.
Because we actually need workers in this country to do a lot of the jobs that Americans don't actually want to do, that are on the lower end of the economic spectrum.
Yeah, but they want to get paid like they're engineers, but
That's true,
they're
too.
working at Chipotle.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you have to have jobs and build your resume, and you work for a little while, and then you move up. But people, you know, to Emily's point, they don't want the entry level. They want the C-suite.
It does take
I
some
think there's
engineering.
a lot of entitlement.
It does take some engineering to put together a good
I
burrito,
realize that
but-
I am the Bernie Marcus on this couch.
Capitalism. I mean, America thrives on capitalism, free markets, entrepreneurship.
Exactly.
This is what leads to success and opportunity to achieve the American dream. Not give me a handout, give me a payoff with my student loans. You know, what happened to our work ethic in this country? And I think you're right. You know, it was exacerbated with the COVID lockdown. People got comfortable sitting at home, working from home, wanting to get paid more and do less work. And that's just not how our country operates. You know, I think it's capitalism that helps pave the way out of poverty. And we need to allow everyone the opportunity to, you know, succeed in this country. And if you look at, you know, socialism, it's, you know, governmental control, winners versus losers, but the government wants to take all of your winnings and equalize it and give it to everyone.
Yes.
That's not fair. That's not what America is based on.
Absolutely right, but government is zero sum. Capitalism is positive sum. That means everyone can succeed. And guess what, capitalists? We want you to succeed. I want
Amen.
everybody to be a billionaire.
And of course, any suggestion of any kind that somebody might actually want a livable wage means that they must be socialist. Dude, We just want people to be able to live. Because $10 an hour comes out to $400 a week. Who watching this video would unload paint for $400 a week? It ain't right. And this piece of shit knows it. And so does his bank account. I'm Zachariah, Lone Star Liberal.
Republicans took control today of the House of Representatives for the first time in 4 years. Well, the first legal time in 4 years.